one name I keep hearing everybody seems to feel like is on the hot seat, Jim, is Daniel Suarez. Would you agree with that?
In some respect, I think so. I think that comes mostly because he didn't have the kind of performance that he had the year before. It seemed, in a way, maybe a step backward. But then, in truth be told, I don't think Trackhouse in general was really as good as they were the first year of the next-gen car. It's clear Ross Chastain came on strong at the end of the season, but so I'm a little 50-50 on whether Daniel Suarez is quote-unquote in trouble. I think it would depend on how things go this season. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of addition or something has to be done if Shane van Gisbergen ends up going and becoming a full-time Cup driver in 2025, but there's no guarantee that he's going to go full-time Cup racing in 2025. It's probably their goal, but again, I think that depends on how this 2024 experiment goes. So I would think so. I don't think the driver that I'm most interested in seeing is not really what I would consider someone on the hot seat, but I think a lot of eyes will be on Chase Elliott, just because he wasn't really had the opportunity to see what he could do last season because of the injury to start the year, and then the one race suspension, missed the playoffs, and the performance in the other races I don't think was quite what we have been accustomed to. He's by no means in trouble with his ride, obviously, but I do think there will be a lot of eyes on Chase Elliott and that team to see how they come back this season.
Who would you say? Would you agree, Dustin, or with what a lot of people are saying, that Suarez is on the hot seat? Because also you have not only Van Gisbergen, but you also have that affiliation they've got with Spire. So it's kind of the half affiliation. So they got another driver in the hopper.
Smith.
Yeah, with Zane Smith.
Yeah, I do think Suarez comes into the season number one guy in the hot seat. I think that's the consensus among the garage too, because like Jim said, you really have 4 guys under contract, and you have 2 full-time cars, and then you have, like you said, Zane Smith with the 71 Inspire this year. It would be tough. I mean, to get another charter, it's obviously a big expense right now. We saw what Spire had to pay to get the 78 of Live Fast. So I would say Suarez needs to improve. If not, maybe. But who knows what Shane van Gisbergen's Xfinity Series tenure is going to be like with Colleague this year. I mean, it could go really well. It could also be really bad because he's only got the one race on an oval. And while the Xfinity Series runs a lot of road courses more than the Cup Series, there's still a ton of ovals. So and at a variety of different tracks, the whole different car compared to the next gen car. So maybe that doesn't go as planned. But if it does, yes, I do think Suarez is on the hot seat. A guy I'm looking out for this year also is Alex Bowman. I'm not sure if he's in trouble either. However, I'm intrigued with him getting a full year. He got injured obviously last year during the season and in the spring and in a sprint car. So now that he gets a full year with Blake Harris, who's obviously a very good crew chief, we've seen that. They were leading the points at one point last year. So I think this is a big year for Alex Bowman as well.